What is up, everybody? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk. You can say it. Everyone can see it. I know it's going to happen anyway, so just unleash in the comment section down below about the red dot sight in the middle of my forehead. Let's get that out of the way. Now, speaking of what you possibly could be roasted for, besides just blemishes on your face, it's actually Censor becoming one of the first subs out there to be roasted by FormaL. If there's one person in the COD community that you just don't want roasting you, I swear it's FormaL. The laugh, the edginess, the persona, it just, the way he goes about it, it's always funny, and so I would hate for it to be me, but you guys, of course, have the comment section down below. Give me your worst. But now, speaking of which, guys, FormaL roasting Censor after a poor performance in 10's. Here's what he had to say. Yeah, subs are getting roasted everywhere. God forbid Embos have a future bad clip, which maybe it's coming soon for the Huntsman. We'll see. Here's Censor getting lit.
We had to go.
Oh, they hit old anyway.
7?
7, Matt.
7?
Yeah, I think I need to just pre-aim and slow down. I'm like literally sprinting into stuff.
I don't know what you gotta do, dog, but you gotta figure that shit out. 7? What the 7?
My thought process is like, I'm trying to get as aggressive as possible and literally sprint at cuts to learn timing. But I need to slow down when I get to spots I like.
Oh my god.
7?
7, bro.
That's all you're giving me, Doug? Holy.
And I can already see it, guys, every time we talk about Censor and these curious COD signings. To a certain extent, it makes sense why people would be upset by a lot of these things and showcasing these kind of performances. Albeit, though, Censor might not even play this year. So let's just keep the hate to a minimum out there. Now, speaking of probably a bigger story, I would say more worrisome for the future of Overwatch League, which makes me worried for the future of Call of Duty League. That's going to be several talent out there, several teams alongside several players actually leaving that scene. One of the talent you probably recognize, that's going to be former MLG Puckett, of course, coming from the roots of Call of Duty, left for Overwatch League and is now left yet again to come back to freelance for both Overwatch and what he says expects to be Call of Duty. So what are your thoughts on this, guys? Puckett to be coming back to either commentate or host. I would prefer hosting. I think he has a really good talent skill for that, but he will be going back to freelance, and Call of Duty is on his radar. Here's what he had to say.
What's up, everybody? It's Puckett coming at you with a life update. It's a new year. I got a new logo and a new location. Molly got a promotion, bringing us back to New York City, where we lived for 11 years. And unfortunately, that means I won't be on the West Coast to host the Overwatch League for a third season. I had a blast over the first 2 years, and I know now as a freelancer, it's not the end of the road for me. I hope to be joining everyone in the Overwatch League and the Call of Duty Leagues, hosting and commentating the biggest events in front of the people I love, the fans and the community. It's been a blast so far, and now in my new situation, I'm pretty excited because in 2020, as a freelancer, I now have more time to get back to some of my roots, some of the games I grew up on, some of the games I still truly love. And those, of course, are titles like Halo. I get to get back into Call of Duty. I have time for Counter-Strike again. I'm super pumped to finally be able to dive deep into Rainbow Six and Apex Legends. I get to play Rocket League with my brother and all of my friends and enjoy the competitive scene. And that's just the beginning. If you're watching my shows in December, you saw I was doing quite a bit of work with Twitch Rivals. I finally got to do some competitive Fortnite and also some stuff with the NFL, including the Bud Light NFL Legend Series, where I got to meet my legend, Emmitt Smith, and hang out and drink beer with him for 4.5 hours. But that was 2019. In 2020, I know it's going to be a bigger and better year, and I'm really excited for everyone. I want to give a special shout out to everyone that's still working on the Overwatch League. Shout out to whoever is going to be taking over that new role as the host. Make sure they get you a talkback button so you can talk to the producer. But I know you guys are going to kill it, and I want to thank everyone who is a part of our lives over the last 2 years on the West Coast. We moved out there with a few friends, but everyone that was working on the Overwatch League truly became our family, from the stage managers to the makeup team to the producers and the replay crew. I had such a great time working on this show, and coming into work was an absolute joy every single day. I know you guys are going to crush it, and I can't wait to see all of your faces again on the road.
And again, I think any talent out there, especially someone as good as Puckett, deserves a home, especially when it comes to, it won't be every single event. I am curious what you guys think about, though, especially the hardcore fans, about the current talent lineup, who he'd be replacing at some events. Is that fair? And the like. Either way, I think he's still catching back up to all of the Call of Duty knowledge, as we've seen a few deleted tweets from him. And rightfully so, right? He's been in Overwatch, and he's been encompassed in that scene for a couple of years now. You tend to forget and lose track, especially with all of these new orgs, new teams, and a new league being announced for Call of Duty. He's got to certainly catch back up on a few of those things. And very lastly, I've already had a video about this, more coming soon, probably today as well. I am certainly very worried about Overwatch League, which, by the way, in its infancy for its franchise model, just a couple of years in, about to be a third year, and it's already kind of worrisome in terms of the struggles of the teams leaving, the talent leaving. Alongside that, tons of players retiring. It also makes me more so worried, though, for Call of Duty League. If Overwatch can't pull it off, and they have extenuous viewership when it comes time for being compared to Call of Duty, I don't know. Some worrisome things coming in the future we'll definitely debate on here, guys. If Overwatch League can't survive, can Call of Duty League? Hopefully, we're going to find out sometime soon. Until next time, I hope you guys all enjoy, though. Drink your coffee, drink your water. Some huge Call of Duty videos coming out tomorrow and this weekend. I cannot wait to record them for all of you. Until then, take care. Haha. Bye-bye.